What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610 and today we have some Yu-Gi-Oh news, kind of more of a discussion really because I've been a little bit late on making this video. This info was first revealed on Konami's blog, Tuesday? And then yesterday we actually got some more info kind of clarifying about what this info even was, and I didn't get the chance to make a video either of those days on this, but now I finally have the chance, so this is kind of more of a discussion video, or even late news if you want to think of it like that. But anyway, Konami made a blog post talking about, wishing everyone a Happy New Year, and also saying something about basically how they're going to reveal one of the strongest cards that is going to be released for 2017 on later on this month, basically. So they don't really give much info about it. They kind of hint at different things, and especially in the first article. They kind of, it almost seems like they're trolling us, and then they, later on, like I said yesterday, which was the day after they brought out this first article, they, of course, talk about it, and answer some questions saying, no, they're not trolling us, and all this other stuff, too. So, I'll have everything in the description if you guys want to read off, I'll have the official links if you guys want to read through them, but I'm going to kind of skim through them, and kind of talk about maybe what this new card's going to be. I mean, from the hints that they're talking about, and supposedly, we're going to have the full info on this card on January 24th, so we'll actually, I guess, have the picture of the card and the effect, or lack of effect. So anyway, basically they're kind of saying that 2017 is going to have just a lot of cool stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is basically what they're saying in their first post, and talking about how they're going to give us, how it's going to be a magical year, and it's a clean slate, basically, for the game. So, kind of interesting how they're wording it like that. And then, of course, how this new monster that they're talking about, they're hinting at throughout this whole post, is that it's a blank slate for you to create an infinite number of new decks and strategies with, or just add previously impossible moves to the repertoire of decks that you already know and love. He says also that he's been finding more new ways to use this card every week as it first conceptualized long time ago. This will make a lot of sense in a few weeks, but for now, leave the rest up to your imagination. He says basically in this that here's the effect, and it's just several lines just blank. So it's kind of funny to post like that here. Let me actually, I'll just bring you guys to the actual article real quick. There we go. So you can see he's like, here's the effect, and oh, well, there's our effect right there. So, of course, that hints at, well, it's probably a normal monster. And, of course, we know it's at least a monster. He says that it's a monster. Of course, without having an effect, it's a normal monster. I mean, that's the only type of card that doesn't have an effect, so we at least know that much. That's the only part that's really, I guess, confirmed, if you want to put it that way. So, that's pretty interesting, and then that's basically the only info we had, is that this is supposed to be a revolutionary new card that's going to help out a lot of different decks out there, and basically it's a normal monster. So a lot of people are wondering, what is Konami saying? What are they actually trying to do on this? Are they trolling us? What's going on? And then later on they posted, like I said, the next article, which again I'll just show you guys the official post on it, where basically he's answering different questions that people were asking him. So, have you lost your mind? No. I like that first one too. Is it a joke? No. Are you trolling us? No, of course. And they're asking about different things. There's no image here. Well, there's no image, is what he says on there. So, obviously, it's a tease. It's kind of like what we're seeing with movie trailers lately and the last couple of years and stuff too. They're just basically teasing us on this card. So, obviously, there wouldn't be an image. That's why I thought it was funny that a lot of people were saying that, is my browser not working? Which, I could see why they're saying that, but it's like, obviously, no, they're trying to mess with us here, which is kind of cool and a good idea for marketing, really. And then also, is this a card creation contest? No, it's not a contest or anything like that. And there's actually a card created. Let's see, what else was on here? Is this card the friends we made along the way, or our own imagination, or some sort of motivational poster material? No, it's a real card in Raging Tempest. So we have it confirmed that this will be in Raging Tempest. So hopefully it will be, I guess it will be a world premiere, really, right? I mean, that's the only thing that really makes sense. I know a lot of people were thinking it would be one of the Zodiac cards there for a while. I know that was kind of the first theory I was hearing about whenever the first post was revealed. But obviously, the more you think about it, like I said, normal monster and everything, it's obviously not. I mean, it wouldn't be one of the Zodiac cards, or Zodiac, the Chinese Zodiac cards we talked about in the past. Is this a political statement? No. I think that one's kind of funny, especially everything we went through last year, right? Let's see, I can't find what this card does anywhere on the internet. And that's what he was saying, you can in yesterday's article, but, there's no record of this card existing, because it's a world premiere. I mean, that's basically what that's saying to me. This means that it's a world premiere card. It's not a card that is in the OCG yet, so this will be a card new for us. We'll get it first in the TCG, is basically what this is saying to me, and that's what makes sense. Also, let's see, I like this question the most, because this gives us actually a lot of info and something that I kind of wanted to talk about too. Do you really expect us to believe that a monster that does nothing can be one of the strongest monsters of 2017? And I believe this is a big question a lot of you guys are having out there too, especially when I was posting this article on Facebook and everything. People were like, how could a normal monster with no effect be one of the strongest monsters out there? And I like his answer on here because it kind of gives us some hints at different things. So what he says is the basic metaphors are 4 monsters that don't do anything. So they are normal monsters. Of course, they're normal pendulum monsters. We'll get to that here in a second. But they are the defining force in tournaments right now. I don't think it's too hard to believe that another monster with no effect will be good in an environment where there are already 4 of them. 5 if you count Blue Eyes White Dragon, though it's fallen greatly in both usage and success rate since October. So basically, what is this saying to me? This is really hinting that this will be a normal pendulum monster. Or that's what I'm seeing from this, and probably a strong one at that, because why would you mention Metalfoes of all things? Yes, they're normal monsters, and I see the argument on that even if it's not a normal pendulum, because yeah, they are very useful ones, but they kind of do have effects, because they're pendulum monsters. They have their spell card side of their effect. You know, they're normal monsters, but they're also pendulums, so that gives them a spell card effect. So it makes me think that, well, that makes more sense. If there's going to be a really powerful card in 2017, well, it probably isn't just a normal monster, it's probably a normal pendulum monster. And we all know from the past, too, how normal pendulum monsters have done very well. You know, there has been a deck based around them that was actually really competitive when we had, like, those sneak preview promos and stuff, too. So I can actually see something like that being useful. And also, too, I feel like there's some kind of hint with, you know, talking about Blue Eyes White Dragon. Does this mean that this monster could have a high attack? Is it a high-level monster with something like 3,000 attack? Or am I just looking too far into this, too? That could always be something to throw us off. I'm not really sure. You know, it is just a good example anyway, because Blue Eyes has kind of come back lately. We've seen Red Eyes come back lately, and even Dark Magician. So I don't see why he wouldn't even mention those. I guess Blue Eyes was probably the most competitive of the 3, and it did do very well, especially after shining victories. But yeah, I'm just kind of wondering, does this kind of hint at it being a stronger monster? Not really sure. And then, of course, we have our last question here, which basically gives us all the info that we really need, and that is, when can we see this card? And that is January 24th. Is what he says. I said in a few weeks yesterday, but perhaps I should have straight up said 3 weeks. Until then, I hope you all keep enjoying yourselves, trying to puzzle things out. So again, it's basically just, you know, teasing a new card for us, like we've seen a lot of lately, teasing new trailers, stuff for movies, and like I said, I think it's a great marketing strategy, because this is something that's getting everyone to talk about it. And I don't know, it's got me interested in seeing what we're gonna see about this, instead of just revealing this card all at once. I kind of like, you know, hearing a little bit about this card as we go. So, yeah, pretty much, I feel like we can say this at least, you know, and can say this is confirmed in a way, that this will be in Raging Tempest. That has been confirmed. We'll know about it on the 24th. It will be a normal monster. And also, too, we do know that it's going to be a world premiere card, one for the TCG, because we don't have any info on it yet. That's why it is not one of the Zodiac cards, or not one of the ones revealed yet. I guess it could always be, you know, a new card for them. Then no one's saying that. But it does sound like something that's going to be used in a lot of different decks out there, so I'm going to assume it's not part of an archetype that's already established. But yeah, again, that's just my 2 cents on it. A lot of this is based on opinions, and then I'm just going to show you guys the facts that are here, and you guys can also tell me what you are thinking, you know, what we could see from this. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. What kind of card are you hoping for from this? And do you think it will actually be worth the tease, or do you think it could be, you know, maybe it won't be that great as they're hinting at? Let me know what you guys think on that, because I'm hoping that it's going to be really good, but only time's going to tell. I mean, we'll make another video about it on the 24th and see if this card's going to be as good as they say. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. As always, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Of course, again, sorry about this being a little bit late. You know, just work, personal life stuff kind of gets in the way sometimes. And but I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and the like button does help out a ton with the whole new YouTube system, as well as subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh news, because like I said, on 24th, we'll talk about this new card, and I hope it's going to be worth the wait. As always, thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome, and of course I will catch you guys later. See ya.